Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if you're new. My name's Alicia. Today we are going to be creating a drawing. Well, we're going to, I guess, recreate a drawing that I did in 2022. The first drawing I did in 2022, actually. I used a prompt list. Actually, I created my own prompt list, I think, in 2022, because in January my goal was to create a doodle or a drawing every single day, which I did do. I was quite surprised, but I did create it that way. I did create all of them. This one, I believe the prompt was friends or friendship or something like that. So I created a turtle. I had no reason why. I just wanted to create a turtle, and then when I created the turtle, I realized that I need to have a friend with it. So I went with the boring, snail. But yeah, so the main the main focus today is to recreate it so that I can essentially see what kind of progress I've made, if any, in the last year. And I would love it if you wanted to follow along. I will leave the reference. It's going to stay there from beginning to end. So if you want to take my turtle and snail combo and create your own and kind of draw this in your style with me, you're welcome to do so. Likewise, if you want to, pull out your sketchbook and find something that you created last year or even a few years ago, or just something old that you haven't really looked at in a while, and you want to say, you want to try it out, see if you can create something new with it, or recreate it and see what your skills are like now, feel free. I would love to see it too. If you do, make sure that you post it on your socials, and you make sure to tag me. I would love to see it if you do that. I always find it really interesting when I see artists post old work and then like their new or like their old style or their creation of something and like redo it. I know Drawing with Waffles used to do it all the time. She would redraw her Rapunzel all the time, like once a year, and she had done that for several years, and I loved seeing it. It kind of always gave me hope that, okay, my art may start here, but it could end here. So that was kind of the idea with this. It's a little bit late in the month for these kind of almost like a resolution or like a, I don't know, a new year, new me kind of a post. But I was kind of, a little bit busy this time of the year, so I'm getting it in now, just by the skin of my teeth here at the end of the month. But yeah, so I don't change too much about it because I didn't want to change too much about it. I wanted to keep kind of a similar pose. I wanted to, keep the same characters. I didn't want to change them up too much, but I did want to make sure that I gave it more of what I consider my style now. I know when I first started last year, I really tried to just draw and kind of develop my style, figure out what my style was. And I think this year I really want to focus on sharing more on social media. I would really like to do more with my YouTube channel, especially. I think I'm going to try and post more often. Right now I'm doing once a month kind of a thing, but I would like to do maybe even twice a month if I could. I don't know that I have the time to do every week or something like that, but I would like to post more often, and I think it helps to keep me going forward, I guess, like continuing on with what I'm trying to do, which is essentially create art. I have no real ambition to be, a children's book author or anything like that. I would love to create my own like coloring book or something, especially with my mandalas. I think my nephew would really love to see something like that as well. So that's kind of what I'm thinking, but we'll see. But essentially, I just want to have somebody to kind of, I guess, hold me accountable in a way, because with YouTube I can, if I make sure that I'm posting once a month, then I've got a goal and I'm making sure that I'm doing it. And even though I know I don't have like a huge following, and I don't have a lot of people that comment or post or things like that, I still have a few that I really do appreciate. So thank you to those who, who you are, the ones that do comment and post and share with me and stuff, in all of my socials. It does keep me kind of, on track, and it helps me to continue to create, because it can be hard to create and have no feedback and no community behind you at all. So I really do appreciate those who take the time to kind of, you know, comment and like my Instagram posts and things like that. Which, if you do want to see more of my art, Instagram really is kind of the place. Instagram and TikTok, I do a lot more on those than I'm able to do really on YouTube, just because they are a lot quicker. I can do a post a lot quicker than I can do a whole video. I would love to maybe do some like live videos as well, and maybe just do like a chill and draw kind of a session or something. Especially with my mandalas, I think that's a really kind of easy format to work it and just kind of be relaxed and draw. But yeah, for now, this is what it is. And I did stick with my one video a month. I did it for 3 months. That was kind of the goal. And then at the end of January 2023, that's when I'm like, I'm going to reassess my goals at that time. But I think I really enjoy making the videos, and I learn so much by doing them. So I do think that I will continue to do them, and I'd like to do, even if I could do 2 a month, I think that would be great. I didn't show the like the little background. I really didn't do anything. All I did was pretty much exactly what's already there. I just changed up the flowers a bit, and then I'm just changing from one side to the other. Like I said before, if you make the adjustments, and you can kind of see where your art's just not quite right. But yeah, so that was the sketch. Now I'm going in with the inking. I always start with the face, because I don't know, I think just from my traditional art too, I always try with the face, because it's kind of like it sets the whole scene. If I do not do well on the face, nothing's going well for me on this thing. So I always kind of start with it. It's also the place I like the most. I like creating the faces the most, so I do that as well. But yeah, so now it's just, I don't know. For me, inking is probably the most boring part. I don't know if you like it or not. I know I cut out quite a bit of the inking. I actually cut out quite a bit of everything from this point on. I kept the sketching in case somebody was interested in actually seeing kind of how I create my stuff. But the inking, I mean, it's just pretty much outlining the exact same way and just picking the lines that you like. And then with Procreate, it's about me struggling over and over and over again to get the line to look right, which you don't see in this because I do cut it out, because I like you guys and I don't want to be mean and force you to watch something like that. So, you know, like this, where I struggle and struggle and struggle and struggle and struggle to just get, like, it doesn't even matter. It's not even that important of a line. Like, just move on, Alicia. But I do have some of these lines up close. I do kind of like the look of it whenever you like get that perfect line and stuff. But at the end of the day, I don't think the line art is the most important. I actually prefer when it's sketchy. I kind of have been, I don't know, I've been struggling, I guess, a bit with how to ink my art, because I really do enjoy just like the sketchy look. And I don't know, I also enjoy like the really thick outline, so that's generally what I do. But I kind of wonder if I should try maybe doing like a little bit of a sketchier outline, which, I mean, you know, nothing's stopping me from trying that other than myself. But yeah, so I literally, the whole thing is just done right there. I just did the outline of the grass and then moved on type thing. I will say I keep the sketch, you'll notice, is behind, because I do sketch things that I never plan on actually inking. So it helps me to remember to put those things in there. So whenever I like did the green of the turtle, as I'm coloring over it, I remember that, oh yes, I wanted to make sure that I add spots, so then that helps me to do that. I'll also go back to the original sketch too sometimes, just to be like, okay, what was on there that I didn't put on the finished that I wanted to put on the finished? So I'll do that a lot. I'll also just kind of keep that there, because I also leave things out. So like with my grass, I purposely left out spaces so that I knew when I inked it, I didn't want like a full-on ink. I just wanted it to be kind of sort of done. But there's most of it. And I'm signing. And that's pretty much it. Alright, so I wanted to just kind of talk about the similarities and the differences and kind of see where I've gone with my art. Number one, most obvious change are my colors. I'm a lot more muted now. I still like the pastel look is more what I go for. I started out with really bright, kind of vibrant colors. Prefer my newer kind of color scheme better. I like the look of the pastel and the little bit more muted color tones. Honestly, I do prefer my newer kind of color scheme better. I like the look of the pastel and the little bit more muted color tones. The composition, like the posing and just kind of the overall effect, I'm trying to think more about the storyline with it. Here, I know the prompt that I did for this was best friends or friends, something like that. And I kept the same kind of idea. I still thought these two are friends. But here it's like, you know, a friend catching a ride with another friend. It's a very, and obviously, I mean, originality is not my forte, I guess. It's not my strong suit. This is a very, like, you know, you always see like the snail on the turtle's back kind of a thing. But I remember, like, at the time I just wanted to draw a turtle, so it just happened to be what it was. So, I mean, I took kind of the exact same idea, but I feel like I just made it a little bit more, like, there's a story there. Like, they're friends, and they have, instead of, you know, both being super smiley, they're both kind of, they have their own kind of a thing. He's kind of looking at her like, eh, and she's kind of laughing. So it's like she's kind of made a joke or something, maybe at her friend's expense, which, I mean, isn't that what friends do? You know, friends are never always like, you know, happy-go-lucky type thing. Sometimes friends can be a little bit of a pain, or they can, you know, they joke around, things like that. So I thought it was kind of funny to see the differences there. I would say another difference of mine, I guess maybe the shading. I don't know. It really kind of looks the same to me. I don't know how to shade anything, so I just do what I think looks good. I don't know if it's that much different. I do try to do something more with my poses now instead of just, you know, face on or to the side or something like that. But yeah, I think there's definitely a change. I think it's an improvement. I'm not sure. What do you think? Do you prefer 2022 or do you prefer 2023? Do you like them both? Why? Let me know in the comment section below. I'd love to know. I'd love to get your feedback if you think that maybe, you know, I'm going too far away from my original stuff and it should change. I don't know. Really, to be honest, 2022 was kind of about finding a style or my style or whatever. And I'm hoping that 2023 is going to be a little bit more sharing that with everyone, and then also expanding on what I've already done and where I'm going and where I'm at. So I do like this one. I think it turned out really cute. I still really like the original as well. I do like the bright colors and things like that. It's just, to me, this is kind of what I felt like everyone wanted to see, and this is what I want to do. So I think that's kind of the main difference. And I think it also shows that I have gotten a little bit more confident in my art just by trying, even though it's not much of a difference really with the pose. I never would have thought to like turn the head around. I really wouldn't have. I would have tried to keep it as simple as possible. So I do enjoy the fact that I am trying new things and I'm trying different poses. And if you follow me on Instagram, you'll see I'm trying more humans and things like that as well. So it is nice to kind of break out and try new things and, you know, get uncomfortable again to try and find that comfort for yourself. And I think I've been working on that. So I'm really proud of both of them, and I'm really proud of this one as well. I like to see where I've come from and where I've been. This is not the first drawing I've done of 2023, so next year I may do this again, but it'll be a different piece of art at that time, so to kind of change things up a bit. I like to see the progression, but I don't want to continually draw this over and over again. I'm not sure exactly how I could change it, other than maybe completely changing the the poses and things like that, which I mean, I guess I could do. But yeah, so that's all I have for you guys today. I hope you enjoyed it. If you drew along with me, please do let me know. Share your creations with me. I'd love to see them. My links will be below, so you can follow me on Instagram and tag me in your posts and let me see what you've created. If you followed along and did the turtle, great. If not, and you created your own or redid an old piece of art as well, let me know. I'd love to see it. I would love to see your progress and read up all about it and see, where you think that you have improved or where you think you could do better. All right. Until next time, guys, I'm going to go, and I hope you guys have a great day and a good afternoon, good evening, whatever it is, wherever you are. I hope it is great. And, keep creating. Bye, guys.